Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for joining me. And if you are a returning subscriber, guys, thank you so much for the love. Our channel is growing bit by bit, but for the small wins, we'll keep celebrating, okay? So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're new, I hope you stay and you can just go back to my previous videos and see what I've been up to. Okay, so what's the day today? Yes, it's the 2nd of September. So as you saw the title, it is story time, guys. So I feel like me and my husband, we've been vlogging when we are out, cooking, or like sort of like doing an activity or something, if you get what I mean. Okay, but then I decided, because my husband is at work, to record this video because there is a lot to talk about. So if you can just grab your drink, sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy this video, or story time rather. So where do I even begin? So guys, there's a period whereby we were completely off YouTube, and this is like 2 months, 3 months ago. Even some people began inboxing us and saying, guys, why are you not posting and stuff like that? Although we didn't really open up about what was going on, but now I feel like I'm at a point where I am like able to say what was happening. Okay, so I recorded clips when I found out that I was pregnant. I found out that I was pregnant around February of 2025, and I'm gonna show you the clips as we go. So I'm gonna attach a video now of when I was surprising my husband. So I started taking clips on the day that I decided to tell my husband. So it was an exciting moment for me personally. The part that I didn't record was when I took the pregnancy test. I remember clearly it was on a Sunday, because I could tell, you can tell if your body is telling you something new. You can tell. If you're a lady, you know what I mean. So I decided to take a test and it came out positive. But then I kept quiet because I wanted to surprise my husband in a special way, not to just like hand him the stick and say, dude, you're now gonna be a dad. So I'm gonna attach a video, a few clips that I took, and then I will carry on the video. Okay, bye. got something for Mr. Moya. You know, I like being romantic. My man is not romantic.
What? No.
Are you romantic?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how romantic are you?
I can give myself 0.99.
I need you to take your seat a little bit. What? No. From Pansla.
Where?
From
Then
here.
what's going
No,
on?
from here. Take it back. Because the gift is huge.
Gift is huge.
Yes, the gift is huge.
Do you want to kill me or what?
No, I'm not gonna kill you. You're my favorite person. Right, open your eyes. Open that hat.
What?
Right. Read
What's
this.
going on?
Read.
You've been promoted to.
I know what? Stop
What?
reacting. Vula, why are you acting so?
Baby. Oh. No.
I know.
Baby, sure.
I found out yesterday. I'm crying.
No, man.
Yes. I'm crying too. Check inside. I'm not lying. I've got evidence. I'm pregnant.
Babe. Wait, seriously?
I am pregnant.
Baby, you're pregnant.
I found out yesterday, but I kept it to myself all night.
Why you didn't tell me?
Because I wanted to make it special rather than just handing you over.
What?
I wanted to find something written daddy, but I couldn't. So I spent the whole day doing this. You're gonna be a dad. You're gonna be a dad.
Wait, am I dreaming or what?
No.
Is this real
Yes, it is. You can see the 2 lines. That's why I got 2 pregnancy tests. We're gonna be parents.
Whoa. Baby, listen. No,
Listen.
you're lying to me.
Where would I get those 2 positive pregnancy tests? So, you've
where
been
did you get
promoted to fatherhood. I went to the shops today when you were at work.
Wow.
How are you feeling?
Am I gonna be a dad or
Yes.
I'm gonna be a father? No, babe. Sure.
It's not me.
Guys. Look at this. I don't guys.
I'm serious.
Ulamanga, babe.
I'm serious.
No, ulamanga.
I am.
Listen. Huh? We are pregnant.
Yes. Anyway, guys, I've told him. He doesn't believe me. He doesn't. But yes, we are expecting. I've told him.
Peace out.
Anyway, we want to go to the shop. So, to be continued.
What?
So, yeah, we're pregnant. So you've just seen the video, yeah? So yeah, I surprised my husband like with this cute little outfit. Like he was so happy, but I don't want to lie. He was scared. I was scared. We were both scared because it was just one of those things that happened without us expecting it. But I feel like we were expecting it, but we were not like, like 100% expecting it. So the pregnancy on its own, guys, was beautiful. It was bittersweet. That's what I can say. I was sick the whole time, especially when it hit the second month. The first month was fine. I was glowing. I had that pregnancy glow. Okay. That video we took when we were just packing our things. I was pregnant. We both knew at that point that I was expecting, and we were moving because we were just preparing ourselves for the baby. But that's a story that I'm gonna elaborate later on. So the pregnancy was so tough at some point because I do care work. I'm always on the road, driving, going to client to client, and I literally had to carry a bag for me to puke in, guys. Like, oh, it was, and your girl is like so scared of puking, guys. I feel like I'll be fighting for my life. Okay, I'm so scared of puking, guys. I don't know what phobia that is. Like, I'm so scared of puking, but that was just me the entire time. I was puking. So it was just a challenging phase for me because I was still trying to understand my body, because when I was hungry, that's when I puked more. But like if I ate a decent meal, like that nausea would just go away. So whenever I woke up before work, I'll make sure that I had cereal or something like a little bit heavy so that I don't feel sick. But then being on the road all day, obviously you can't just keep on eating the whole day. So when I started starving, the morning sickness just hit like very hard. I remember my husband, like, bless him, he was so like frightened by me puking or gagging. Like, he was so frightened, but bless him, my husband was there all the way. So we had informed our close family members, my mom and my husband's side of the family. Everyone was excited, but yeah, everyone was excited, but I'll just leave it at that. Okay, everyone was excited. So then so I had booked with the relevant doctors, whatever, the midwives, sorry. And it came a time whereby I had to have my 3 months scan. That's 12-week scan. We were so excited, me and my man child. We were so excited. Like, I couldn't wait to see my baby, our baby. Right. So before I get into that, yeah, we moved out of that space because your girl was pregnant. We were pregnant and we were like, we need a space where it's just me and my man, because where we stayed, like we had a shared kitchen. It was okay for a start. But me and my man, we came to a decision whereby we felt like we needed like to grow as well. And since we were welcoming our baby, like we needed a peaceful space, a space to welcome the baby. And this house that we're at now, like you saw, I haven't shown you the full tour, but it's a 1-bedroom apartment, but it's big enough to like have a child, because our tenancy agreement says that 3 people can actually live here, which is fair enough for me. I understand why. And budget wise, rent wise, we saw that it was quite affordable. And for our first baby, we were like, this is the perfect place. Although some people would criticize and say, oh, it's a 1-bedroom apartment and stuff like that. But trust me, when we show you the full house tour soon, you will understand. Like, it's a nice and small, cozy apartment. So we thought it was best at that time. But yeah, fast forward. This is the 6th of May now. We went to hospital. My husband literally had to take some time off at work in the morning and go back later, maybe mid-morning, back to work mid-morning, sorry. And then I personally at work asked for like the morning off, but then I told them that I'm happy to resume work in the evening. So that was it. 6th of May, me and my husband will wake up excited, happy. My mom knew that we were going for the scan and she couldn't wait. She was excited because we wanted to show them the picture of the baby as well, the baby scan. We get to the hospital. You know, me and my men, we are always joking. We are always joking around, making jokes, like laughing. It was just that vibe all the way to the hospital. We were a bit late because we were stuck in traffic. I didn't vlog because I wanted that moment to be like special, you know, for both of us. And they didn't even allow people to like record anything in the hospital, so we respected that. So we get there, we were late, but they were like, no, you know what, it's fine, because traffic that day affected a lot of people anyway. So they were like, okay, have a seat, we will tell you another time slot that you guys might use, whatever. We waited there, we were busy cracking jokes, seeing other pregnant women around, like there were couples around, you know. You saw those ladies who were like 6 months pregnant, 8 months pregnant, you see. Then we would imagine how my tummy would look like in a couple of months to come. We were so excited. This other lady comes to us and say, oh, okay guys, I need you to sign this and that, and then I need you to move to the next it's not a room as such, it was another department of some sort. Like you had to move from one department to another. So we were set on the first department, and this person told us to go to the second part of the process, which was waiting for like the baby scan, those. We get there, me and my husband, we sat down, and then, guys, if you don't know me, I'm a very spiritual person. Excuse me. I'm a Christian. Sorry, excuse me. I'm a Christian. I'm a firm believer in Christ. And I would like to say I'm very good at discerning things. Do you know what happens when we're seated there? A couple coming out from a baby scan comes out crying. At that point, something told me. I remember telling my husband this later on, but something told me that this could go either way. Either you walk into that room, come out with a big smile, or come out crying. That's when my whole mood just slowly started going down. I was like, okay. I was so much excited about us seeing our baby, but I hadn't prepared myself for any bad news. I hadn't prepared myself mentally for anything weird happening that day. It was just good vibes all the way. So we're seated there. This couple comes out crying. I'm like, babe, this is scary. What if? Then I started questioning myself there. But you know what? I just felt something deep down inside. But you know how humans we are. We tend to ignore our instincts. But you really feel something is off here. Yeah? Then I was like, you know what? Okay. Unfortunately for the couple, maybe they lost the baby or not. But let me not focus on that. But let me focus on what we came here for. We're here to see our baby for the first time. So I was like, you know what? Girl, forget about it. And then our time comes. We walk in. You know, guys, I don't want to lie. This was my first pregnancy, but people back home say that they have bad experiences with nurses at home in Zim. Here, guys, in the UK. Wow. Kudos to them. Kudos to the staff in the hospitals. Like, you're treated like royalty, you know. Everyone is treated with respect and dignity. So, okay, fast forward. We get into the room whereby this lady introduces herself and tells us what she's gonna be doing and stuff like that. My heart was pounding. My heart is even pounding right now as I'm talking about it. But I've healed, guys. Now I've got the strength to talk about it because I've healed. This happened like almost 4 months ago. So it's something that I can talk about now. So I get on that big chair, lie on my back. My husband is next to me. The lady says, can you pull your sweater up a little bit? And then she puts the gel, the cold gel, yeah. And then me and my husband, we're still joking around at this point. Like, we are just excited. We are busy cracking jokes. And then when she starts doing her thing, her job, like scanning the, like doing her thing on my belly, there's this, after 10, I think 10 seconds is a long time. No, let me just say 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, there was just this switch on her face. I don't know how I can explain it, but she switched from being herself, and then I just started seeing a frown there on her forehead. Like, it wasn't like too much, but you could tell. Together with her eyes, like, you can tell that, you know when someone switches from a good mood to a bad mood or to a sad mood. I could sense something was wrong. I saw that, but then I ignored, kept on talking to my husband. And then I decided to look at that woman again. And trust me, this was our first scan. I didn't know what she was looking at, and I didn't know that she was looking for a heartbeat. If I had gone in knowing that I'm literally waiting to hear a heartbeat, and if I had seen her face and not heard like the heartbeat, I was gonna start screaming. But I didn't know she was looking for a heartbeat. So I look at her the second time and she still has that face. And she's like, what did she say? She was like, I am sorry. I think those were the first words she uttered. She was like, I am sorry, but unfortunately, I can't find a heartbeat. Guys, my world literally dropped. Like, I felt like it was the end of the world for me personally. And then my husband didn't get what the woman said. And then he's like, oh really, so what can we do about it? Like, it came as a shock. Like, I could tell that he didn't get what that woman said. I was like, I held his hand. I was like, babe, there's nothing they can do. Our baby's gone. So that lady starts to call the other ladies behind, on the other side of the curtain. She's like, okay, this is what I've seen. Like, she wasn't talking to us, she was talking to them, but I hear her saying the baby might have stopped developing at 8 weeks. Can you imagine? Our baby had stopped developing at 2 months, and I was there for a 3-month scan. Because when we looked at the baby on the scan, I didn't take a picture, that was too private. The baby was so tiny. I kept asking my husband, like, do you see a thing there? When we were just joking, like, as always, like, can you see? What can you see there? Like, what can you see? But, yeah, guys. I started crying. I didn't understand what was going on. I think there was this other student nurse. She brought me tissues and started wiping my face. I was like, no, you know what, it's okay. And then she was like, honey, it's not okay. It's okay for you to cry, but don't admit that everything is fine. Then that just brought too many emotions. And then I remembered that the couple that we saw first time, that was just a way of God preparing me. Yeah, that was just a way of God preparing me. Right, this other lovely nurse comes to us and says, okay guys, can you come this way? We're gonna just give you a room whereby you can just let all the emotions out. Guys, when I say doctors and nurses, the healthcare here, people are so professional. Like, they will treat you with respect and dignity. Like, it is beautiful. Like, we went to that room and I let all my emotions out. My husband was crying. It was just the two of us. It was just me and mommy. We just cried. And then when that nurse started to hand us out the miscarriage pamphlets, like the information that you need to know and whatnot, it became real. It became real, guys. Like, it was the most excruciating pain when I think about it now. So, right, let me fast forward. We've cried, we've let it all out. After 10-15 minutes, that lady comes and says, very nice lady, very nice. I remember I left a review online just to applaud that lady, the way she was just putting herself into our shoes and understanding what we were going through. The emotional support that she gave us was so wonderful. I'll talk about her a little bit later. Then the lady offered us options of how we wanted them to remove the baby from my tummy. So they told us that we can give you a pill that you can actually take at home, and you would be feeling all sorts of pain and whatnot. The second option was surgery, whereby you would be sedated and they remove the baby. What was the third option was actually not doing anything until the baby comes out all by itself. So I was like, we sat down, me and my husband. At that point, you're not even thinking straight. But one thing I knew for sure was that I never wanted to see my baby coming out on my own at home. And after that news that we received, automatically I was given 2 weeks off from work. Yeah, so we sat down, me and my husband. We're like, babe, if you are at work and I start taking maybe a tablet, if we choose a tablet, I take a tablet, I start feeling this excruciating pain and you're not home and I have to see all the blood coming out, the baby coming out, I'm never doing that. So automatically I was like, I am down for surgery. So they had to go and see when the next surgery might be available. And it was on the following day, on the 7th of May. So I was like, babe, I think this is the right thing to do because I just want to get over this whole pain, you know? Like, I can't stay even at home and wait for the baby to come out. What if they gave me pros and cons for each method. For those 3 methods that I've mentioned, they told me the advantages and disadvantages. But I was like, I would rather be sedated, like whatever it's called, general anesthesia, whatever. Yeah, I would rather be in good hands, even if I bleed during the surgery. Doctors are around me, they can like help me there and there. I remember agreeing that if I bleed too much, it's okay for them to give me like a blood transfusion. I didn't mind any of that. So I was like, happy, I think we need to do this as soon as possible so that I can just let it go. So we agreed on that. Fast forward, guys, it was just a long day in hospital. My husband was supposed to go to work later that morning. I was supposed to go to work later that evening, but we started making phone calls. My husband asking for like some time off and stuff like that, and same here, I started sending emails and stuff like that because at work they knew that I was expecting, because I'm doing care work. There's work that is physically demanding and stuff like that. So I was supposed to tell them so that I don't do work that will strain us and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a hectic day. Paperwork was even more frustrating because before surgery they would ask you like thousands of questions, so I was answering these in a tablet. They wanted so much information. Fast forward, it was time to go home. I remember that car ride, guys, like I was crying the entire time. But what I like about me, like I said, I'm a firm believer of Christ. I played my gospel music. I don't know if you guys know the artist called Once More Six from South Africa. That guy's music healed my soul. It healed my soul. I don't know how I can explain it, but if you've got a relationship with God, guys, I believe that God pulled me out of that situation. My husband was strong, but I feel like I was the weak one. Honestly speaking, I was very weak when it came to that. But fast forward, my husband drives us back home. The hard part was to call my mom because she was excited. She was beyond excited. So when we told the whole family, people were so disappointed, yeah, it was just one of those things. We have this, like, I usually hang it up there, but for the video, this is what we got in remembrance of our baby. We didn't know what the gender was, but I hope you guys can see what's written here. So it says, "My beautiful baby, you were only here with me for a short while, but you have left me with so much love. You were a little life, not a little loss." So I don't think I will let this go because, like, it's a constant reminder of the good things that were about to happen in our lives, like in my husband's life and in my life. Like, we're expecting this child in our life, guys. So okay, so it took me time to heal. It took me time to heal, guys. Okay, the surgery happened, no complications. I just had to literally let go of my baby. I remember the previous night, on the 6th of May, when we found out about the miscarriage. The little outfit that you saw there in that clip, me surprising my husband, I slept holding that thing so tight. I feel like I was just given that last chance to bond with my baby while he or she was still in my tummy. And I remember the following morning, even waking up, I was just talking to my baby, saying that I will let you go today. Like, it wasn't God's plan for you to meet us and stuff like that. And I'm now reminded, remember when I was unboxing this thing, guys? When we moved here, I was pregnant, but we bought this because we knew that we were gonna welcome our baby. So this was gonna be our baby, me and my husband. How cute. So I put that there on purpose so that you guys so that I can explain why we bought that. So yeah, the surgery went well, and the mourning phase was the toughest. Imagine 2 weeks at home. My husband had to go to work because, guys, in England, bills need to be paid, right? My husband had to go to work, and I had to stay home and wait for him to come back home around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. But the way I was just like a couch potato, it was really, really bad. It was really, really bad to an extent that I was crying the entire time. I was crying the entire time. And I remember the vlog that was shot when we went into a boat. Remember that vlog? I was wearing white jeans, remember? I didn't record this, but I was still bleeding from my surgery. So what happened was that this is too much information, but I literally stained my jeans. I remember going back home to change. Actually, we're celebrating our anniversary, and I was still bleeding from the surgery, and I mistakenly stained my white jeans. And I remember being so hard on myself, like asking why my baby had to leave me. Now I have to live with like a constant reminder that I literally lost my baby. That blood was just like a constant reminder that there's nothing growing inside of you anymore. So it was just one of those things, guys. So I recorded this video so that if there is anyone out there like who went through the same situation, I think, not that I think, I know God is there, guys. uNkulunkulu ukhona in my native language. If it wasn't for God, I don't know where I would be right now, because never, I always tell my husband, I began watching YouTube videos of people how they healed from their miscarriage. People were saying all sorts, like I was angry at God. I was asking why God did this. I never for a second questioned God, because even the Bible says that, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper and not to harm you. So I believe that there was a reason why our baby had to leave us. I'm a firm believer in God. I believe that there's a God, guys. Like, if I just go back 4 months ago and see how miserable I was, like, and see myself 4 months later, I'll be like, how did I even come out of that? Like, it is just by the grace of God, honestly, guys. Like, the amount of tears that I cried after the 7th of May, after my surgery, it took me like a month or so, or even more, to like fully recover. I wasn't going to take the camera at that point and say, oh guys, I had a miscarriage, because I was going to be crying the entire video. But for me to like sit down here and record a full video strengthening someone out there who went through the same situation, like, I feel like God is there, guys. The Bible even says that, I've forgotten the book. Which book is that? Like, God can't give you a situation that you can't handle. Like, in the midst of what you go through, God knows that you can carry that situation. You can go through the fire. You can go through that flood and come out victorious. God was there when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the fire. Jesus came to their rescue. They were not even burnt, not even a single scratch, because God was with them. And I feel like, guys, honestly speaking, the situation has made me even stronger in God. And I will always be in his presence, guys. Like, I have healed, me and my husband have healed so much from this. Now we are just talking about it like it's just something that wasn't that too deep. Now I can just say, oh my man, imagine how our baby looked like. Now it's the month of September. I would have given birth in November. So if days are just going by like this quickly, and fast approaching November, I'll be saying to my husband, imagine how big my belly is gonna be like. Imagine how big my belly would be like. Like, we're saying it because from a place of healing. You understand what I mean? From a place of healing. So guys, this is what we went through. In as much as we like creating content to like be out there having fun, I just felt like people should know our other side of the story, because I don't want to portray a fake lifestyle whereby I'm saying we are living a perfect life. Guys, the girl in front of you right now has cried a river, the girl in front of you has been through situations besides the miscarriage. Ever since I came to this country, I've been in situations where I'm like, God, how did I come out of that? But I am grateful for every situation that I've been in. Like, I am super grateful because I can see the growth in me, guys. Like, I'm so proud of myself. Like, I was meant to go through certain situations in life, and I'm forever grateful to God. So if you're out there and feel like God isn't there for you, or you feel like you are just stuck in this situation and you feel like you're not gonna come out, trust me, God is there. I'm sorry if you're not a Christian and if you feel offended, but I'm not ashamed to say that I believe in God, because I feel like He's the only person that brought us, me and my husband, out of that situation. You know, overseas we've got people that fall into depression. That was my biggest worry after the miscarriage. I was like, God, how am I gonna make it out? Because I just saw myself as a miserable person through it all. I just felt like I was gonna be depressed. But guys, God is here. That's what I can say. God is amazing, guys. Like, we are from a very weird space, me and my husband. I remember at some point I was in a moody space whereby I took out frustrations on my man at some point, but I was like, girl, something told me, the Holy Spirit told me that your husband is not the enemy. You just have to talk about the miscarriage, you and your husband, and you will see how you're gonna heal from that. And then from then I started to learn to talk to my husband. If I cried when he was away, when he comes home, I would tell him, my hubby, I was crying all day because I'm thinking of our baby. Then we would have a conversation about it rather than me taking out the anger on him. So like, this experience has really brought us closer together, me and my husband. Like, we've been through the most, but I want to say God is there, God is alive. Do not ever think that God has forsaken you. God is alive, and we told ourselves that when the time is right, God will make it right. Right now, we just want to live our lives and accept whatever God brings us, because I was like, when are we gonna be ready to try again? But I'm like, you know what, I will leave it in God's hands. So yeah, guys, this was the story time that I had for you guys. Don't ever think that when we post, like, the lovebirds are always in a happy space. Like, things did happen to us, and that was one of the biggest, our first biggest marriage trial. But we conquered, guys. My husband is the best. My husband is the best. Like, guys, if you've got friends, listen, my ladies, my single ladies, that best friend that you are ignoring, that one, yes, that one you're thinking of, that one that's making you smile right now, maybe that's your future husband. Guys, it's been amazing with my husband. Like, he's the best. I couldn't ask for more. Like, he's my childhood friend, and I feel like I made the right choice. Like, he can be a husband, he can be a friend, you know. You have two in one. You have none. What more do you want? So two more things I wanted to say. The effects that I had after the miscarriage is weight gain. People are asking me, Glow, why are you like this? Even some people are not asking me, but I know there are people who are following me. I was a fitness bunny. People who know me from way back Fine, I gained weight when I came to England, but it escalated after I lost my baby. So I often say that let's not judge people with their weight gain or weight loss. You never know what that person is going through. And if you're watching this and you were thinking, oh, that girl is now slacking, she's not going to the gym. Child, this body was carrying a baby, okay? This body was cooking something handsome or beautiful. But unfortunately, I lost my baby. Fine. There are days whereby I wake up and I'm too hard on myself. Like I ask God, why am I looking this big? But it's a constant reminder that you were carrying somebody in your body, and those are the effects. People fall pregnant and they gain weight, but for me, my weight started escalating soon after the miscarriage, guys. So it's something that I'm working on. I just don't know when I'm gonna be able to like be in control of my weight. But ever since I lost the baby, the weight just came, you know. But I'm embracing this body that I have now, which is okay. And then lastly, guys, I ask that you forgive me. But I know I promised you a full house tour in September. And guess what? I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Maybe October, maybe. I just don't know. But I'm a perfectionist. Like, the house is coming out so good. Guys, you won't even tell that the space was just empty with nothing. Like, it's coming up. So I call it our little heaven. So guys, if I don't give you a full house tour September, definitely October. Reason being, there are certain things that I ordered, but they're gonna come later than I anticipated, and that'll be like end of September, beginning of October. So I just don't want to do a full house tour that I'm not happy with, because I'm a perfectionist. I believe that things have to be perfect, so I need to make sure that everything is there and everything is set. But trust me, the house is coming out perfect, and I'm sure you guys are gonna like it. This video has taken longer than I anticipated, but thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I hope this video heals somebody. I hope that this video gives somebody hope. Just know that no matter what you go through, God is always there. If you are a non-believer, whatever that you believe in, I believe that people will go through situations for a certain reason, and don't ever think that you're alone. You can easily come out of that anxiety, come out of that fear, come out of that depression, come out of that financial situation. The list is endless, guys. Adulting is not easy. You know, it's not easy. We are all having our tests, our trials, guys. Go adulting. I don't want to lie. There's loads going on, but I just want to give somebody hope out there that like, I've been in hell and back emotionally, but because I trust a living God, I serve a living God, I know Guti all shall be well, and everything is now well. Me and my husband, we are back, okay, back like we've never left. So we had to get this out of the way, because people were screaming at us. They were like, where's the content? Where are the videos? So you guys, we've told you what we went through. I did this video on my own because my husband is at work. It's my off day today. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I am begging, please subscribe. Ngiyabonga for the little wins, because I think I gained like 9 to 10 subscribers for the previous video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, and I hope you like. If you just watch a video, just click on the like button. This makes my channel to be suggested to other people who might be interested in my content. Like I said, I'm a new content creator. I'm not sure where this is gonna take us, but people love our content, so please do subscribe, like, and share. And guys, we love you so much, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.